You know, I was told when I was younger, be careful of what you take from people. They used to tell us things like, back in the day, old people said dumb things. They used to be like, don't go hopping in a van with an old fat man when he's a child. Even if he's offering you candy, don't take the candy. And we was like, we kind of understood what they meant, especially when the dude who lives right to the left of us was coming out naked on his front porch and stuff. Like, everyone needs to see that or something, right? It kind of hammers the point home that maybe this person is saying something intelligent. The odd thing is, though, is like, everyone's trying to give you something. And then the aliens come up to me and then they tell me things like, ooh, there's this pay it forward thing where you give someone something and then you're gonna get paid back later for it and stuff. And they told me that in some real threatening conversation actually and stuff. It sounded very threatening. Um, so I'm here to tell you, I think maybe you shouldn't take everything you're given. Maybe you should just accept what you want and turn the other down. You know, one thing is you can end up with a house full of junk. They tell you, these aliens tell you in their Bible to heap things upon you, to burden you and destroy you. That's what their religious book says. You remember that one? They told you that one, right? But they don't tell you this. But, there's other caveats to this as well. Like, see, they say the karma thing, like they have to tell you they're killing you and all this stuff. They're people. They tell you that. So they come out, they have their people, Alex Jones, come in and tell you riots are coming and the world war is coming and blah, 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 blah. And the New World Order is here to kill you. And it's like, he is the New World Order, and he's the one there telling you they're there to kill you. And then he leads people to invade the Capitol, and all of them get locked up, and all their everything taken from their families and stuff. And everyone around them who thought anyone who thought there was some evil people on the planet doing bad things got fucked up on the invasion of the Capitol. Their families are still being fucking invaded by cops and stuff, and there's stuff taken from them. You can see because there was a news report recently that the safe company was giving out the safe codes to the government when they asked for them. So when they invaded the houses, they fucking could open the safes and shit. And that's Alex Jones and Donald Trump doing that to their own people. And yeah, they warn me. They tell me whatever's going on in this world, they help me out. And I like to play stupid because being smart doesn't work in this world. With the alien demon race above us, it doesn't matter how many awards I won from the government. If it takes me 10 seconds to become the world's best drum player or not, they're there to fucking kill you and trample your life. So none of that matters and stuff. But hey, as dumb as you can get, that's the best thing. That's why I recommend. That's why I make videos of me inhaling fucking deadly chemicals and shit, and buy spray paint and all that. Like, at least I can die mentally if I'm not allowed to die physically and not have to see anything ever again. That's why I think like having my eardrum stabbed was pretty cool. Although unfortunately it's only one, and unfortunately it's healed over time somewhat. Like my eyes and my hearing has to go. That way I don't have to see or hear them anymore, because they'll definitely take advantage of you. Like, and then you're really in a spot where they're there to manipulate and rape and destroy you, drug you and all that stuff. They already do to everyone all the time already. But you gotta be careful about gifts. And this is hard because they're such violent, abusive, manipulative fucks. They will, the devil people will abuse you if you say no to one of their gifts. If you don't want something, let's say you're like me and you're traveling and you have a house, or you're like me when I'm living outside and I have a backpack, and or you're like me now and you have a room, a small area, and it's called a house, and you can store a bunch of shit. Well, you don't have room for a bunch of junk and trash. But some people, if they offer you junk and trash, let's say someone gives you a shirt that says Rainbow Pride, has a picture of a man sucking another man off on it. Pretty much the equivalent of most people's fashion taste. It will make you look just the same if you wear that shirt or you wear some of this other clothing people wear out here. Literally, the stuff I wear sometimes, like people, like the aliens be coming up to me trying to like insult me using their shapeshifter and their clone pals to like try to insult it, while at the same time, I have like girls having their chauffeur stop the freaking car in the middle of the road on campus who are like the hottest fucking thing on the planet in the most successful position they can fucking be at that age and stuff. Like to come drag me into the car with them to take me to private clubs and then private after event at their own place. So I mean, hell, like, isn't that weird? That happens too. Like they have their people setting up around to talk crap about me, and then they also send their people to bait me like that and stuff, and like to prevent me from being around people who aren't them, as usual. They keep looking like the same people. Isn't that odd that I have to like fight hard to be with a dark skin or pink skin or never been with a yellow skin because I was too young to understand I'm in a war at that point in time. Um, but I'll make sure to it because I don't want to be with them. Um, but yeah, you can. They'll have these people fucking trash talk to you and be like, yeah, be like, oh, so you don't like my GIF? I mean, depending on your age or your relation to these people, like if it's your wife and they're one of them, they'll beat you, right? If you're a child or if it's your wife and it's one of them doing the karma game, then they'll beat you if you don't accept a turd they put in a gift wrap package and told you that it's a Lego, and you're like, that's not even the shape of a Lego, and they'll be like, are you calling me a liar? I'm gonna beat you if you are. This is the best gift ever. Accept it. And then you accept it, and what happens if their karma BS is real? Like I said, they came up to me real threatening with the pay it forward thing. Come up to me real threatening with that. And so if the karma thing, I mean, literally their version of karma is Ukraine is pink skin and living on land they used to live on, so they have to have Russia kill them off and USA kill them off. Karma for having pink skin or something. I don't. Who knows? Maybe they gave them some turds in boxes and they probably accepted it, right? But if their karma stuff real and their pay it forward stuff real, when you accept trash from people, then that's you being paid back. That's you accepting gifts, and the alien demon people are gonna mark that off on their list and stuff. So just be careful of what you accept. And I understand everyone is probably in a position where there's some really evil people around them, and they probably look like the people I keep telling you who look exactly the same, and I keep telling you exactly what they look like, so you know exactly what I'm talking about now. Maybe, hopefully, you figured it out. And then they'll force you to take their gifts that you don't want. And sometimes you take a gift just to shut them up, because who wants to interrupt their pagan holidays, their pedophilia worship days with something other than happiness, isn't it? It's the happiest time of the year when you can celebrate pedophiles, people who worship pedophiles, people who bomb and destroy other nations, um, people who have enslaved the planet. It's it's the happiest time of the year. You know why? Because they'll beat you. Okay? They'll beat you if you don't think it is. And that starts when you're early. Obviously, you're like, "Oh, I'm 14. No one's going to beat me." Well, you're probably still being beat at 14, but yeah. Now's about the time when where they start getting scared because you're not this tall, you're this tall, and their little weak body is like kind of trembling on the inside. You don't see it yet, but this is happening. They're trembling in fear at this point in time. But yeah, so the beatings are going to lessen a little bit at this point in time. The manipulation and destruction of everything you've ever wanted or had or thought you could be, your whole I'm gonna grow up and be manager at McDonald's because I can do it, and then pow, right to the kisser, like you ain't shit. You're never gonna do that. Go make me a hamburger and stuff. That's going to start to end around 14 and stuff. I don't know. I guess I was reading some online Redditors posts the other day, and they're like 15 or 16, I think. I think they were 16, and they were talking about like their parents were taking their phones from them and all this stuff. And it's like, dude, like, well, that's your problem is you still live with your parents. Go live in the streets or something. Like, trust me, like the world's going to take care of you. Nothing's going to be as bad as this enslavement you're under, where you get your phone taken away from you because you're talking on Facebook or something like at 16, bro. I would have been burning down the entire city block just to surround the house and leave the house up and been like, bitch, can I have my phone back or is this house next? By the time I was 16, you are real fucked. Like, other people, so much more fucked, except for the fact that, like, I'm actually kind of against the alien demon race who was invading our fucking lives and shit. I know, that kind of, like, you know, so, I mean, how many people have actually been poisoned, stalked and terrorized to the point where they have people following them to poison them and shit, set up whole fucking events in the entire fucking city and shit to bait them into coming and stuff like that? Not many. I'm gonna assume because no one's ever told me anything interesting unless they're like, oh, I like my dad, like, oh, I worked with Jeffrey Epstein before anyone knew who he was, and like, my girlfriend, like, oh, I worked with Donald Trump, and it's like, ooh, what do you, I mean, actually, it's more like, ooh, stay away, vampire. I'm Blade, bitch. I'm the vampire killer. Fucking, but yeah, be careful, because if the aliens be playing that karma game shit out, like, they be watching us through their crystal balls or however they do it, and they be stalking us, and so if you like, want something, and then someone gives you a turd in a box, your want has been fulfilled by a gift given. You give someone something, then they pay it forward, you get a turd in a box and you accept it, and the want has been fulfilled. And because they're manipulative scumbags, what happens is if you don't really want the turd in the box and it's being given to you anyways, and someone's punching you in the face telling you you better take it and say you like it, and you take it because you're having a hard problem breathing because all the blood is starting to stuff up your nose and your throat and stuff, then they're genocidal pedophiles. Okay, that's still you accepting a gift from them most likely, because you got to realize they're all the NPC shit, demon shit. That shit's all up in certain people's lives. I don't know if it's all up in everyone else's lives, but bro, like my best fiend was like related to black palpacy. That's just the start of it. My family worked with Epstein's people long before anyone knew who Epstein was. It was cool back then. It's like, oh yeah, we're working with the people who run the 13th largest city in the fucking world or some shit. Accepting gifts. And does that consider a gift when I go work to rebuild a Masonic temple and I accept a check from them? Is that a gift? Is the simple fact of working the job at the Masonic temple a gift in its own? I wonder what their manipulative bullshit. But I do know, as a curly haired, gray skinned looking some of these motherfuckers were, when they told me, be careful what you accept, there was like some things in that. Like when the Judaics came and poisoned me, probably 2 times a couple weeks ago. Because I don't care. I'm trying to kill myself. Wouldn't you hit me with some real poisons, you coward, you little brain. The one brain dead sissy couldn't even mix the fucking poison. That's how I knew there was poison in my champagne, because the powder was all at the bottom of it. See, you're mentally retarded. I could say that, but I think God just makes up NPC shit to make the game look fun for me and stuff. So, someone's trying to poison me, and then he's just like, check it out, this is so cool, you're being poisoned, but I'm going to show you, and then you better get the fuck out of where you are, because we're going to kick you out in the morning, too, and stuff. It's like, not only did I get poisoned, but the Judaics kicked me out of the place the next morning and stuff. I mean, God be just like smashing puppets and all sorts of stuff for fun times. Some of the most exciting stuff ever has been in my life. Right? We're only halfway through it, and it's like, really, what's next, bro? We just watched the whole world be shut down like they're empty puppet vessels. They're just like, I'm gonna shut my nation down. Please come and kill me. I'm gonna burn all my money in the fire here and not make no more ammunition. And I'm gonna do stupid things like go provoke Russia and I'm gonna bomb Mexico. That way South America invades us, and I'm gonna go bomb Gaza. That way the entire Middle East invades us. And I was like, God damn, this God dude just be jerking these puppets, like slamming their heads and literally slamming their heads into the walls at like 80 miles per hour at one point in time. And it's like, this is crazy and shit. Like, but yeah, I guess we're supposed to be careful of the gifts we have, accepts. And one, logical reason is if you fill your house with garbage, your house is going to be filled with garbage. So don't accept garbage. I don't, and like I said, it's really hard because the game be all jerking you around sometimes, and there be some real violent scumbags. I mean, the world is like, that's the whole purpose of the game, is it's filled with violent, abusive scumbags, and you gotta come back here and you gotta reformat the drive and all that, however you want to word it, whatever book you read, it's all the same story, I'm pretty sure, because it's all exactly the same people and the same things. And they're the ones who warned me, don't accept gifts, things like that. Just be careful. I've seen some people talk about stuff earlier today. They're trying to get some free, and they're trying to offer me some free weed and stuff, and like this time I was like, no thank you, I have other goals in life, like the goals I wanted to do when I was a child, you prevented me from doing when I was 17, and you told me to stop playing my brand new guitar amp, so I sold it for drugs instead. I'm sure society loves that. That was their goal, like to drug me since a child and stuff. They were probably like, yes, we're winning. And then like a couple months after 9/11 happened, it's like, yes, you are winning. You're a winner. You won the grand prize. Damn, dude. I'm still seeing so much stuff from like I'm just starting to see more things from that. When that happened, I just seen one thing, and then now like the God thing, and it's like, oh wait a minute, oh shit. After they fucking destroyed my life, their nation got fucking eradicated and shit. Fuck, dude. I guess that's what happens when you tell people to be a druggie for your God and you're actually worshiping a false God and not the real God. There's a lot of people doing that though. So be careful of these gifts. Don't accept things you don't want, don't like. Like we're abused into, accepting everything because of the abusers. There are nations flooded with people who are raping and killing them, and those nations are gone. As soon as Russia hits, they're out of ammunition because they've been handed all to the special Khazarians of Ukraine. And as soon as Russia hits those borders, like the people there are going to help them. They're going to help Russia. And if not, it'll just be like three sides, and pretty much one side is at war, and then the other two people, like in this nation, it's going to be like what, like six people fighting each other, and then there's going to be Russia and China and South America and Middle East, uh, all like coming in organized against six groups who are going to be rioting and infighting here. That's going to work. How's it going to work? Oh, yeah. I mean, literally, I was just watching this video, and it's like an Asian dude, and it blew. He was just every gun channel I've ever seen on YouTube, because YouTube is Israel, the West. We're isolated from other nations. We don't see anything from them. Our TVs, everything, completely isolated. We don't have communications with the outside world. The people who tell you it's free and we have liberty are the same people who will punch you in the face if you say we don't. So you're free to say you're free. And you're free to get the shit beat out of you if you don't think you're free. So, I mean, call me a conspiracy theorist on that one. But I think there might be some other options we should be looking into, other than just have a simple A-B choice answer there, followed by a physical assault or something like that. Yeah. I didn't know this when I was younger, right? They didn't come up and, with the little threatening tone and explain to me what's going on in the world and their rules. And I didn't know Alex Jones with all his rules of, I have to tell you that we're going to kill you and overthrow your nation, but I'm on your side. It's them gonna do it. And it's like, I didn't understand that until I started seeing those things, and people started coming and telling me that. Like the pay it forward thing, like, they try to tell me I'm God and I'm inventing stuff in my mind, and it's like, yeah, sometimes maybe, like, who are these clones? Like, either they're alien shapeshifters or they're not real people when I summon them. You don't summon living beings onto the fucking planet, I guess, unless you're God and you're creating every human. And I'm not creating every scenario here. Not everything here. There's a lot of things here I've specifically asked to be removed from the scenario, and they're still here. So, yeah. Be careful of what you accept. They're all up in our lives. Like I said, my best friend turns out Black Palpacy, and then by that time that was almost expected because I had already seen that I only have one species, race, group in my life, as if I'm a Nazi, but I don't choose anyone, right? I don't. unless it's a girl I want to date. And even then, like, I kind of don't. You, as a man in USA, you have to accept whoever comes to you. You're not allowed to have anything you want. Um, Even people who have their choice of women don't get with. They obviously don't want any of the ones they meet, right? But I'm saying reality, like, yeah, you kind of not allowed to have anything you want. And this, now it might place you. You have less tacos. Oh, you have less CDs. Oh, you don't have a 90-inch TV. Accepting less gifts means you have less gifts. But technically, if I would have, I'm pretty sure they would have been forced to do something else to humans if I would have refused all their gifts instead of destroying everything I own and destroying my life. They would have had to fucking come up with some real great story why I didn't have anything at all if I refused all the garbage they gave me and only accepted what I wanted. And a nice thing here and there and stuff, but I'd be worried because they're the ones you people worship as gods and angels, same thing, aliens. As they tell me, you have to get to that point where you can talk to them and you stop being a coward, and maybe they'll speak with you. They do that to me, and just stop accepting gifts from everyone all the time because they are the ones you give all your money to and all your time and worship and talk about, blab about, and drool over when you see on TV and all that shit. Everyone does it, and there's no one. People are talking like I'm talking to specific people. I said 7 personality types upon this planet, and I've met hundreds of thousands of people. Let's go back to kindergarten. Like the 6 of the 7 personalities need to. And let's figure out how many times the number 7 goes into 100,000 before we take anything too personal. If the shoe fits up your ass, wear it. That's what the old timers used to say. And it happens to me too. Don't feel too uncomfortable. We're in America. Everyone should be used to having things stuffed up the butt. It's you're racist if you're a man and you don't want that. You're in America. You either love it or I don't know, go get killed in Ukraine or something. I guess Russia's kind of against that stuff, but Russia's still them. I don't even think it's any different. Yeah, so I'd be careful about it. I bet you Ukraine accepted a lot of gifts, didn't they? Those Ukraine Nazis. Zelensky gave him tons of gifts. Zelensky's like, hey guys, these guys here to die. We can have a good nation for the Khazarians. The Nazis are like, oh yes, it's so good. That's coming to the USA too, ain't it? That's going to be a gift. It's going to be a gift people probably shouldn't accept. And I mean, they're accepting their pedophilia circumcisions gifts. Like I accept the gifts when I find a bro. Is this Victoria's Secrets I'm wearing? Yeah, it's Jeffrey Epstein. There you go. See, that weirds me out when I'm wearing Jeffrey Epstein's clothing and stuff. When it's the stuff I want to wear. It's like, oh my god, this is the only person in the world with any sense of style? Jesus. Accepting the gifts. I was so paranoid because my wardrobe was all like express, like dress shirts and dress, but I still have like some of the best stuff in there because it's just No one else made anything of value. Yeah, be careful. Hey, that's kind of message to myself because I know what's about to happen this year. The same thing that happens every year. And the same, I mean, they tell me, they warn me. I'm not sure if they spit in my face. And it really feels like that because, I mean, some of these people have done a lot worse than spit in my face. And, like uh, PT, call it PTSD, right? When you're traumatized for life and you wake up every second of your life, for your entire life, you're just like trying to kill yourself to escape it because it's an eternal fucking nightmare because of the things that destroyed your life that will never ever be fixed. And there's no way to fucking do that. If you're locked in a cage when you're a child, if you're locked in a cage for 20 years, the average human might feel like great that they get to go eat McDonald's for the rest of their life. They're like, ooh, it's so good, McDonald's. But, ooh, I guess I'm pretentious or something because in my life, I wanted to do something other than be fucking trash. But you can't do that on planet trash. But one thing we should do is just be worried about accepting. I mean, I got drugged 2 times last month, at least once, and I'm the second time, like, I probably shouldn't have stayed with those people, right? Because one of them was them, and the other one looked like them too. So, I mean, that night went absolutely nowhere, except for I got a ride home. In that time, I could have walked the rest of the way home too. I found the underground club, which I won't go back to because why would I waste my time and money at any place unless it's around metal people where I only need one thing in this life. Since everything else is taken from me, the 2 to 3 other things I want were taken from me. I only need 2 things: death and the other thing. So I really didn't get anything, even though I asked for that. I shouldn't have wasted time. Yeah, be careful about these gift things. People with gifts are like I had someone. I don't know how many people watch my videos have given me gifts and stuff, but like it kind of like obviously it weirds me out if when you give me gifts and the next thing you do is start worshiping the people who are gang stalking, terrorizing me, and destroying my life. Fucking after I told someone for a long ass time about those people. Anyway, I'm not going to waste my time talking about people like that. This is not about any specific person, especially the one I just started to name there. This video has nothing to do with you until just then. And it doesn't. So, this is about accepting anything. Trashy, free drugs. That's probably the best gift you could get in this world. Everyone knows that. That's why they drug you when you're a child, because they want to show you how great drugs are. And then that's why your whole life people are always trying to come up to you and give you drugs. And like I was drugged several times last month and stuff. Not every time I get drugged is it bad drugs. So they're not always trying to knock me out because I'm trying to attend an anti-war protest or something. Or because I'm God, whatever their excuse is. I guess these days, that is, I think, what they're more trying to do. It doesn't affect me. But anyways, fuck all this bullshit. And, be careful, because the alien demons watching this planet and shit that you humans worship is the reason why your life is shit. And it's so hard. Well, even if you worship them and stuff and give your money to them and stare at them on TV all day long and give them all, which is like, that's worse than giving them money, is giving them airtime and stuff and viewership. And then going around and bringing other people into your devil cult. That's the same as religion. Fucking going around talking about the same race on TV who runs the religions and shit. Same exact. I didn't realize that till this video. Those motherfuckers going around running their mouth about fucking TV, and even when we're running our mouths about music, like, I don't do that anymore because I'd seen this right away once I seen everything that was going on. I knew it's like, oh. And then you see the AI auto-generating the fucking music and videos. It's like, they're not even making their music sometimes, are they? But yet, they're gods. And we gotta give all our money and time to them. The only thing I even have to do with that is going to concerts to try to find a partner. But, it's never happened. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. The most excellent. Anyways, yeah, be careful about the gifts, because the alien demons you people worship fucking say that when you're given something, you owe, and when you give, you're owed, and then they have people beat you into taking gifts from them and beat you into submission to them. And sick alien cult, right? Like, supposedly in their NPC brains, what's going on is they're an alien race who enslaves the who watches over the planet, and they're making a live TV show out of it. A live reality TV show for the rest of the fake universes to watch. That's what they've said, and that's about the smartest thing they've ever said, considering the rest of it is why. Einstein, he's not even smart enough to use a comb and stuff. Fucking, I really doubt he could do much else. Like Elon Musk, he didn't even exist till 7 years ago or something. Fucking, they had to make his whole story up, so you can't trust that either, right? You really can't trust anything they say, can you? But they're no different than humans in that aspect, because guess who's coming here soon to bring you gifts and really fuck up this whole karma thing and give you a whole bunch of shit. That way they can make up for all the times they've raped you and fucking hit you with a truck like they did me this last year. They're gonna bring us. Santa Claus is coming. Elon Musk knows that. You know that. The Christians know that. The Satanists know that. The atheists know that. Everyone out here knows that. I bet you I can point this camera outside right now and you'll see a ton of people who know Santa Claus is coming in. You know how I know that? How does he know that? He's making it up. Because they got his fucking picture and lights up everywhere. Dip. Fucking dude, the whole store's filled with that shit. And it's just an anagram for their religion, which they also use to kill people with who worship Santa before Judaics and Abrahamics conquered their nations, and then they said kill those people and don't do what they do, and then once they realized some of them make good slaves once they found the women pretty and they found out they had children with them. They're like, oh, well, we gotta figure out how to enslave them, so let's make up the Santa Claus stuff. There we go. And the gifts are so great, aren't they? Like, isn't that weird? Like, the whole thing is about gifts. And I wasn't even really talking about this. I was just really talking about some stuff I seen online that was free. And it's probably free because of this stuff. But, like, this outside exists because people went and gave Africans the gift of a magic mirror and took all their fucking lands from them. They went to Europe and gave them the gift of the sword and took all their fucking lands from them with that gift. And then they came to USA and gave them the gift of the gun and took all their lands from them with that. And I didn't even mean to go that route. But the world just sometimes finishes things up for me, doesn't it? Be careful of gals, they say. The ones who are pretty fucking suspect and threatening and abusive and manipulative and holding people back and drugging them and mutilating their children. They're the ones who warn me, so I'm just passing the messages on.